Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Destina Ayu Tantri with the name 632406888. Have you ever felt like your life is standing still while time keeps racing forward? People around you seem to know exactly where they're headed. Some are starting their careers, others are getting married, and some are continuing their education. Meanwhile, you'll find yourself asking where I am actually going. Will the path I choose lead to success or the opposite? The transition from adolescence to adulthood is one of the most confusing times. As children, we thought being an adult was cool, freedom, making our own decisions. But the reality, we're faced with so many choices, each with its own risk. Should I work first or continue studying? Should stay at home or start living independently? And often we're afraid of making the wrong move, afraid of disappointing our parents, afraid of failing. At this point, we need one crucial thing: planning, because life is a journey, and every journey, no matter how small, needs direction. There's a voice inside us saying, let's move forward. But there's also fear, what if I fail? Entering adulthood isn't easy. We're expected to make decisions even when we're still uncertain about ourselves. And that's okay. We're all on a journey of leaving our comfort zone and learning to walk on our own feet. But amid all this confusion, there's an important thing we often forget. Every journey needs direction, and that direction can only be found through planning. Planning doesn't mean we have to know all the answers now, but it's a way to give ourselves the chance to think, what is our true goal? What do we want to achieve? And what are we willing to fight for? A simple example, suppose you want to cook your family's favorite meal. Is enthusiasm alone enough? No, you need a recipe, ingredients, time. Without planning, things could go awry, and the meal might not be edible. Life is the same. Without a plan, we might move, but without knowing where to. Without direction, we tire easily and give up. Comfort zones feel safe, but if we stay here, we won't grow. Sometimes we have to take risks, step forward, fail, but learn. And gradually we'll get there. When you feel confused, remember that feeling is part of the journey. Don't be afraid to take steps. Don't hesitate to try. Because every journey, no matter how small, brings us closer to who we truly are. So let's keep moving forward with hope and confidence, with careful planning and courage in our hearts. We'll reach our destination even if the road there isn't always easy. Thank you for taking the time to listen. May our journeys always be filled with meaningful steps. Bye. Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Destina Ayu Tantri with the name 632406888. Today we will learn about uncountable nouns. In this session, we will discuss the definition, characteristic, and example of how to use uncountable nouns in sentence. Check it out. Uncountable nouns are nouns that cannot be counted directly, meaning we cannot assign a number to these nouns. These nouns often refer to abstract things or substances that are not separable. For example, of countable nouns include water, sugar, and advice. For example, if we want to refer to water, we cannot say two waters, but we will say 2 glasses of water. So we don't count water directly. Uncountable nouns have several distinct characteristics. First, they cannot be called using numbers directly, like we do with countable nouns. Second, uncountable nouns do not have plural forms. This means that nouns remain singular even when referring to a large quantity. Third, we cannot use words like a or and before uncountable nouns because these words are usually used for countable nouns. For uncountable nouns often require a quantifier to indicate the amount or quantity, such as some, much, a little, and a lot of. Uncountable nouns can be substances or materials, such as water, milk, rice, or sugar. We cannot say 2 waters or 3 sugars directly. Additionally, uncountable nouns can refer to abstract concepts that cannot be counted, such as information, advice, knowledge, and news. Uncountable nouns can also often refer to activities or work, such as work, homework, and travel. We do not say 2 travels, but a lot of travel. Now, let's look at some example of uncountable nouns used in a sentence. First example, I need some water. In this sentence, we add some because we cannot directly count water. Some is used to indicate an indefinite amount. Another example, she gave me some advice. Here, the word advice is an uncountable noun, which also has no plural form. This sentence shows that we can use uncountable nouns with quantifiers like some, any, or the appropriate verb. Since uncountable nouns cannot be counted directly, we often use quantifiers to express the amount or quantity. Some common quantifiers are some, much, a little, and a lot of. Example, how much water do you need? Here we ask much to indicate the uncertain amount of water. Another example, there is a little sugar in the bowl. In this sentence, a little is used to express a small amount of sugar. If we want to say there is a large amount, we can use a lot of. She has a lot of knowledge about science. It's important to differentiate between countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are nouns that can be counted and usually have plural forms. For example, books, apples, and cats. On the other hand, uncountable nouns cannot be counted and they do not have plural forms. For example, we do not say 2 waters, but rather 2 glasses of water. The use of numbers and plural forms is crucial to distinguishing between countable and uncountable nouns. Overall, uncountable nouns are nouns that cannot count directly with numbers, do not have plural forms, and often refer to substance, materials, or abstract concepts. We need to ask quantifiers like some, much, a little, and a lot of to indicate the amount or quantity of uncountable nouns. The main difference between uncountable noun and countable nouns is that countable nouns can be counted and have plural forms, while uncountable nouns cannot. Thank you for listening to the brief explanation of the uncountable nouns material. Hopefully it can be understood well. See you later, bye.